Now we will discuss about microbes in industrial products. Okay, so we write second important one. And this particular concept is very important. I'm stressing this because anything could be asked from this particular concept. Here you have to learn more than 10 different types of microorganisms and their products. So you have to remember it. Okay. First we will be talking about microbes in the production of beverages like alcohols. It could be wine, beer, whiskey, brandy or rum. Got it? Okay. How exactly microbes are useful? Which type of microorganism is used in the production of alcohol, that is beverage? Okay. So first we write the important term. You know about this, called as fermenters. Fermenters are nothing but large vessels which are used to culture the microorganisms along with the broth. That's it. Microorganisms grow at the same time the broth. It could be fruit juices or it could be malted cereals. All these things will be put as a broth and oxygen will be supplied. Or I think fermentation oxygen, sorry. Okay. So finally the end product will be something else. It is normally alcohol. That's it. Got it? Okay. So fermenters, just remember it. Bioreactors, fermenters. Okay. I want to write this. Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Saccharomyces cerevisiae, a type of fungi. Earlier, when I was discussing about the role of microbes in household products, I said this particular fungi is called as baker's yeast. Now, in the field of industry, in the production of alcohol, they are called as brewer's yeast. Okay, easy, brewer's yeast. Now we will discuss about its uses in the production of alcohol. Very simple. In the production of wine and beer, normal like Saccharomyces cerevisiae will be treated along with these malted cereals and also like fruit juices. And finally, here distillation is not done. Okay, so wine and beer production always without distillation. Please note this point. Without distillation. Okay, that means alcohol concentration will be less. Hardly 5 to 8%. That's it. Easy. Okay. Next is the high alcohol concentrated beverages like whiskey, rum, brandy. So we write whiskey, rum and brandy. All these are produced with distillation. That's it. More the distillation, obviously the concentration of the alcohol will be more. So distillation of what? Distillation of the broth. Got it? That's it. So remember it. Saccharomyces cerevisiae is useful in the production of wine and beer, even whiskey, rum and brandy. Got it? Only thing is wine and beer without distillation process, but whiskey, rum and brandy with distillation process. That's it. So just remember it. Now we will talk about the second important concept that comes under the microbes in industrial product, that is production of antibiotics. Okay. The second concept comes under microbes in industrial product, that is antibiotics. In the board examination, you may get this question: what is antibiotic, or who got Nobel Prize in 1945 for the discovery of antibiotic? Actually, antibiotic was initially discovered by Alexander Fleming, that is accidental discovery, but it was made potential antibiotic by two more scientists. Let me write the name. The first is this fellow, Alexander Fleming, number one. Okay. Next one is Howard Florey. The next fellow is Ernst Chain. These three scientists got Nobel Prize, that is during the World War II, I guess. Okay, Alexander Fleming, Howard Florey, and Ernst Chain, or Fleming, Florey, Chain. They actually made this antibiotic or potential antibiotic and saved millions of American soldiers in the World War II. Okay, World War II. They saved millions of American soldiers in the World War II. That is 1939 to 1945. And they got Nobel Prize in the year 1945 for the discovery of antibiotics. So now let us just see how exactly this particular antibiotic was discovered. Let me tell you which type of antibiotic was discovered by this Alexander Fleming. Okay, what is this antibiotic? Now, antibiotic is nothing but, for example, see, let us just assume that this is a type of a microorganism. Let us take a fungi. Okay, this is the fungi. And this fungi now releases a type of chemicals. Let me just write it as C. It secretes some chemicals into its environment. Okay, this chemical, when it comes into contact with another organism, another microorganism, this chemical can retard the growth of, retard means stops the growth of this particular microorganism, or it could kill that particular microorganism. So it is antibiotic. What is antibiotic? It is a type of chemical which is produced from a living organism, that is a type of microbe, which can kill or retard the growth of another microorganism. That is antibiotic. Do you want me to write it on the board? Obviously, I will not write it. Nowadays, I am becoming very dilute in teaching. I know that. Okay, it's boring. I know it. Okay, oh, I am helpless. Sorry for it. The next is Okay, so here we'll tell you the story how exactly a particular, a specific type of antibiotic was discovered by this Alexander Fleming for the first time. Okay, between 1920 to 1930, I'm not sure about the year. Okay, he was doing some he grew a type of bacteria in the Petri plates, that is the bacterial culture in a Petri plate in his lab. Okay, so Petri plate and a type of bacteria in his Petri plate, and the name of the bacteria he had grew in this particular Petri plate in his lab, that is called as Staphylococci. That's it, a type of bacteria. Okay, Staphylococci. And he was conducting some experiments maybe on this Staphylococci type of bacteria. Fine. One day, for his surprise, out of let us just imagine 10 Petri plates. All 10 Petri plates had this Staphylococci, what they call the colonies. Okay. Out of 10, let us say take one. One Petri plate had a white pattern. Okay. So in this white pattern, it's nothing but mold actually, nothing but mold. Mold is nothing but a product of after reaction with a particular product, you see a white puffy structure, right? Okay, so that is nothing but a product of fungi reaction. That's it. Okay, a mold, and this mold did not contain any Staphylococci colony. Where the mold was not there, he could observe the growth of the colonies, that is of Staphylococci. And then he extracted some from this mold and observed it under the microscope. For his surprise, he did not see any Staphylococci. So he came to the conclusion that this particular mold released a chemical, and he named it as penicillin. See the name? He named it as penicillin. Okay, this penicillin is nothing but antibiotic. It is the chemical released from the mold, and he named that particular mold as Penicillium notatum. Sorry, Penicillium notatum, which secretes penicillin, that is nothing but antibiotic, which could kill or stop the growth of Staphylococci. Done. That is nothing but the story of discovery of this particular antibiotic called as penicillin from Alexander Fleming. That's easy. Okay. After that, these two scientists, that is Ernst Chain and Howard Florey, actually, they made this penicillin effective. Got it? Effective. And this could save the millions of American soldiers who got wounded in the World War II. So because of their efforts to save the soldiers, American soldiers, they got Nobel Prize in the year 1945. Nowadays you see the vast use of antibiotics for different types of bacterial diseases, correct? Okay, for example, you take plague, right? Come on. You take plague or maybe the whooping cough. These are the different diseases which can be cured by the antibiotics. But let me tell you one thing, nowadays even the bacteria also gaining the resistant again these antibiotics. Got it? So we have to make a very powerful antibiotics nowadays. So this is about now. What about after 10 years? Got it? So the antibiotic concentration should be increased. If the concentration is increased and which is injected into human body, just imagine the side effects. Even this antibiotic could kill our own cells. Got it? Okay. So that's all about from antibiotics. Now we'll see different types of chemicals which are produced from different types of microorganisms. I'll make a chart actually so that we can save some time. Chalo. Now we'll see the next concept which also comes under microbes in industrial product. So in industrial product you have to remember how many concepts? Total 5. The first one is the beverages, Saccharomyces cerevisiae called as brewer's yeast. Okay. Second one is antibiotics from Chain, Florey and Alexander Fleming. They won the Nobel Prize in the year 1945 for the discovery of penicillin from which particular fungi? Penicillium notatum. Penicillium notatum. Got it? Very important. Okay. The next third important concept comes under the same main concept industrial product, that is chemical production. Chemicals, you could see the products: citric acid, acetic acid, butyric acid as well as lactic acid. These are all the different chemicals which are now produced from the use of some microorganisms. Here Aspergillus niger, which is a type of fungi, I did not write here. So Aspergillus niger can be used to synthesize or produce citric acid. So you will get this question for board examination or maybe competitive also. Citric acid is produced from Aspergillus niger. Note this point. You will need to mug up this, otherwise you will not remember it. Okay. Astrobacter aceti, a type of bacteria which produces acetic acid. It's easy. In the competitive examination, it's very easy actually. Acetic acid, Astrobacter aceti. The name, in the name of the bacteria itself, the hint is there. The answer is there. Clostridium butylicum, another type of bacteria that is also produces butyric acid. Okay. Next is Lactobacillus, another bacteria produces lactic acid. Lactic acid bacteria produces lactic acid. Done? Easy. Okay. So that is all about the chemicals. Next is the enzymes. Some microbes contain enzymes. That enzymes can be extracted from that microbe and could be used for the welfare of human beings. The good examples are here. The lipases. These lipases, they are useful in the removal of oil stains from the cloth. If any stains are there, particularly oil stains are there, we can treat that particular cloth or oil stain with this particular enzyme called as lipases. So these particular lipases are mixed in detergents. Got it? So I have written here detergent formulation, and they are helpful in the removal of oil stains. Note this one. Okay. Next is pectinases and proteases. These two enzymes, again extracted from some type of microorganism, that is used to treat or clear the the remaining juices present in the bottle, the particularly marketed bottled juices. Got it? So clarify, marketed bottled juices. So it's going to clean the entire bottle. Got it? Okay. So that is because of pectinases and proteases. Got it? Okay. Then after that, you know that refilling will be there. For example, like Pepsi, Coca-Cola bottles. Okay. So after you drink, it goes back to the industry or the factory where they clean it. So while cleaning, if they treat with these enzymes, obviously they will clarify these bottles. Got it? They clear the bottles. Okay. Next is streptokinase. Very important. This is very important. I will just put a box. Very important. What is this streptokinase? A type of an enzyme, actually, a type of enzyme, okay, which is commonly called as clot buster. So I have no space here. Let me just write. Right. Normally, if a person get heart attack, particularly let us say myocardial infarction, okay. So in these type of patients, what's happen is their blood vessel is normally get ruptured, okay, or damaged, and you could see the blood clots will be there within that blood vessel. So how do you remove this blood clot from that blood vessel? Very simple. You have to allow this streptokinase into the blood vessel, so they are going to clean the blood clots. Got it? So normally in the patients who have or who had this myocardial infarction. Got it? So this is the thing normally in heart patients. Okay, so streptokinase clot buster. It's going to remove the blood clot from the blood vessel from the patient who have undergone myocardial infarction. That's it, nothing but heart problems. Okay, the next one is bioactive molecules. What is these bioactive molecules? These are the type of chemicals which are synthesized or produced from a specific type of microorganism, or it could be a fungus, or it could be a bacteria. Got it? Okay, so with these chemicals which is extracted from their specific microorganisms, the human can make use of it. For example, a type of bioactive molecule called as cyclosporine A, which is a very good immunosuppressive agent. Can you write it? I'll write it. Cyclosporine A is a very good immunosuppressive agents. Right? Neat. Okay. Immunosuppressive agent is nothing but, for example, if a patient have undergone organ transplant surgery, okay, a new organ is now actually given to that patient, and obviously his body will treat that new organ as a foreign body, so his immune response will be like awakened, and it will attack the new organ. So we need to calm the immune response that is produced inside the body of the patient. So we need to give that patient with this cyclosporine A. Cyclosporine A is the product of a fungus called as, let me write here, Trichoderma. Can you see this? Trichoderma. If you cannot see this, please refer the notes. Okay, I will give you the notes. Trichoderma polysporum. Polysporum. Please note this point. It's a type of fungus, Trichoderma polysporum, which has the cyclosporine A, which is a very good immunosuppressive agent given to the patient who has undergone organ transplant surgery. Done? Okay. Next is statin. What is this statin? Statin is nothing but a bioactive molecule which is, let me just erase here, a very good blood cholesterol lowering agent. Statin is nothing but a bioactive molecule which is a very good blood cholesterol lowering agents. Okay, so normally the patients who have high cholesterol level will be treated with the statin. So statin will act on this cholesterol and it lowers the cholesterol level in the blood. Got it? So this is the thing. How exactly? It directly interferes with the mechanism which produces cholesterol in our body. Got it? So it's going to interrupt the production of cholesterol by the specific tissues in our body. Done? So that is actually statin. Now the question is, from which particular microorganism statins are produced or extracted? So let me write here. If you cannot see, the name of the organism is Monascus purpureus. Yes, the spelling is correct. Now please write Monascus purpureus. Purpureus. Monascus purpureus. Got it? Okay. So normally these statins directly actually acts on the tissues, particularly inhibiting the enzyme activity, so that if the enzyme activity is inhibited, it cannot synthesize cholesterol in the body. So it automatically lowers blood cholesterol level in the body. Got it? So that's all about it. So this is all about microbes in industrial products. So you need to remember 5 different concepts. It could be asked for 5 months, like explain the role of microbes in industrial products. Okay, so you need to remember.